gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Weston Racing, to the first ever NASCAR video on this channel. There's a reason why I don't collect NASCAR Authentics. It's because they're made by Lionel, and much like Lionel's monster machines, they are utter garbage. But the reason why I do collect them every now and again is because Lionel has cornered the market on NASCAR diecast. I'm not going to explain it fully why Lionel sucks, but if you want to see a really good video, check out NASHawk's YouTube channel. I will put the video in an iCard right now. Please go check out his video on NASCAR and why NASCAR Authentics made by Lionel are garbage. He does a fantastic job of explaining it in a way that I myself never could. But yeah, he does a really good job, and I highly recommend his video. I do myself plan on making a video about monster machines specifically and why they are the worst diecast monster trucks money can buy. But I got to get around to doing that. I haven't had the time. I was going to upload it a week ago, and I never got around to it. Anyway, in today's video, the reason why I collected this full set and I'm making a video on it is because it's a pretty cool set. Like, all things considered, it's a pretty awesome set. This is the Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary collection. And it's a cool, like I said, it is a cool set. So basically what this is it is 10 different NASCARs. Yeah, 10 different NASCARs from history redone on a modern body. Actually, no, it's 9. There's a bonus one in here. There's 9 NASCARs in this set. They are original, ever famous NASCARs redone on the modern body style and completely stripped of all the sponsors. So it's basically the paint schemes of the original cars, but without the actual sponsors on them. And they basically did that, and then they slapped the Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary logo on the hood. That is what this whole thing is. It is such a cool idea. I really, really do like this idea. And that is why I bought this full series, because I thought it was really neat. And I was planning on just buying this full series and calling it good. And then I found out that Lionel is doing a NASCAR Authentics Richard Petty collection, which I have already collected in its entirety. So we're doing a video on that eventually as well, so stick around on here if you want to see that. But yeah, today we're looking at the NASCARs. I was going to do the hauler, the semi-truck in today's video as well, but I could never find it. So if I ever do find it, it's probably going to be in a YouTube short. And yeah, again, if I ever do find the hauler for this set, hit the iCard that would pop up right now for that YouTube short. Like I said, if I ever did find it. It's obviously not going to pop up if you're watching the video now because I haven't found it, but yeah. And what's really neat about this set is that it is Wave 2 of 2024. So like, they did introduce this alongside all of their normal diecasts for the year. So this was like it's not like a side series. This is like actually part of the line. So if you do collect them, you do get these. But yeah, that is what we're looking at today. There are some pretty cool ones, and I'm going to have my editor include pictures of the original NASCAR alongside what this diecast represents for each one, because it's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, I did find the full set. Believe it or not, the one that was actually the hardest to find was the final one that we're going to look at in today's video, which is really funny because it's not actually a real NASCAR, which is hilarious. But anyways, yeah. Let's get into it here. What you're going to notice is that these are all in really rough condition packaging-wise, and the reason why is because apparently I'm not the only one, but apparently a lot of people who collect Lionel diecast, for some reason, this whole series has screwed up packaging. Like, the packages got destroyed in shipping, and that happened at like 90% of people's Walmarts. It's really weird. I don't know what caused it, but it is a strange happening. But yeah, anyway. As you can see, based on the one that I just left on screen, we are going to start off with one of the most famous NASCAR drivers in the entire history of the sport, Dale Earnhardt Jr. We are starting with Dale Earnhardt Jr., his number 88. And here, I'm sorry to admit this, but I honestly don't remember 90% of what these people's sponsors are off the top of my head. So I'm going to take a swing at it, but chances are I'm probably going to be wrong. My editor, like I said, is going to side screen a picture of the actual NASCAR that this is based off of. But anyway, yes, if I remember correctly, this might be his National Guard car. one of his National Guard cars. I cannot remember because, like I said, I know a bit about NASCAR, but I don't know that much. It's not like I study it, but yeah. Anyways, this is, I think, the National Guard one. I can't remember. We're about to find out. Anyways, let's get this open. I am going to cut these out of the package just because I want to. So I'm going to pause in between each of these. But yeah, we're going to start it off with Dale Earnhardt Jr. All right, here we go. As you can see, the card is absolutely in a state of travesty, but yeah, that's probably not the word I was looking for there. All right, let's take a look at it. Here we go. First car of the video is Dale Earnhardt Jr. And here it is. It is a, yeah. So one of the complaints that everybody always has for Lionel and their diecast is that, oh my God, the chassis. What happened to the chassis on these? I thought they were supposed to be like hyper detailed and stuff. Okay, that's probably one of the first complaints. But the complaints that everybody has about Lionel Diecast is that they have this body style that they use for their NASCARs that is, regardless of what type of car it is, they slap it on the body. So it's like one of the big complaints about Lionel Diecast is that the bodies aren't unique for the producers. So like, I guess what you could say is even though this is a Camaro, this is not a Camaro body style, I guess is what you could say. Anyway, yeah. So this is the Dale Earnhardt one. We got a white body, black chassis, black tires with black rims. I'm probably not going to do this just because all the cars are probably exactly the same. But anyways, number 88 on the side there. You got the American flag-esque design on the side. You got the gas can back there. Pretty cool stuff. I like this car. I think it is very nice. I love the fact that it looks retro even though it is on a modern body. But yeah, number 88, Mr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 40th anniversary there. Hendrick Motorsports on the back, Camaro ZL1. Yeah, that's basically it for the car. I mean, that is literally it. It is just the original NASCAR on a modern day body. But pretty cool stuff. That is Dale Earnhardt Jr. right there. Nice one to start the video off with. All right, next up we have, this one I actually know. We have Jimmie Johnson up next. This one is obviously one of his many Lowe's cars. Like this one, I can tell you right now, I know off the top of my head, this one's just an easy one. What's really neat though about this car is that all of that yellow paint actually glows under black light, which is pretty crazy. Like that is amazing. It's not necessary whatsoever for it to glow under black light. I just thought that was pretty cool. One of the other cars in here actually glows under black light too, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's get this one open. This is might be one of my favorites. This actually might be my favorite of the set. All right, let's get her open. Alrighty. There's the card. Right there. Hopefully when I put those in my little like filing cabinet that I use for the cards, it'll flatten back out maybe a little bit. I don't know. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, Jimmie Johnson, number 48 Lowe's. This is a cool car. I love the way that this looks. It would have been neat though if they would have put the actual sponsors on the cars, but I understand why they didn't. Like that makes sense to me. But still pretty neat. I love this car a lot. I think it's really neat. Got all that blue detail with the black, the really cool glow in the dark like yellow. Really neat stuff. The number is on the roof the correct way. That's one of those things with Lionel that you got to keep an eye out for, is that they often will put decals on the cars and they won't do it correctly. Like I said, NASHawk's video on Lionel is a really good video because he covers all of the problems with Lionel and why they suck as a diecast company. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Like it's a really cool car. I am searching everywhere for errors, but I think this one might be good. I don't see anything wrong with this one. Camaro ZL1, another Camaro. See the 48. Actually, I just realized Hendrick Motorsports probably uses all Camaros, don't they? You know my whole spiel about them using the body? I have no way of showing that now because they all use Camaros. So yeah, anyway, there we go. That is Jimmie Johnson here. The number on the roof is the correct way. I have seen a lot of cars where they put the number on the roof upside down. It is supposed to. So by the way, for those of you who don't know, the number on the roof is supposed to be readable from the opposite end of the track. That's why the number is on the roof that way. So that way when they're driving on the opposite end of the track, you can see what car is what. So that's basically, you got to make, if you point the car this way, the number should be readable if you point the car that way, because that's basically what you're looking at, is you want to make sure it's readable. But yeah, there you go. That is Jimmie Johnson's number 48 right there. Pretty cool one. I got to say, probably my favorite of the set. I don't know yet because we haven't gotten to the end of the set yet. Alrighty. I just realized the way that this whole series is set up is we actually go down in number. I didn't realize that. That's actually really interesting. All right. Next up is the only one here that I have that probably has a mint condition card. Not even that. It's kind of kinked a little bit, but it's got an almost mint condition card. Next up, we have Kenny Schrader. Pretty cool one here, number 25. Judging by the look of this car, it kind of gives off cigarette vibes. I really don't know what this is. I'm gonna guess it's a cigarette brand of some kind, because I think these get pretty old with like the sponsors and stuff. I don't know. I am going to guess that this is a cigarette brand of some kind. I could be wrong. Who knows? All right, let's get her open, shall we? All right, here we go. Here's the card. So you can see the card art there with all the colors and everything. That's kind of why I'm showing it. All right. There we go. Ken Schrader's number 25. It's got golden rims on this one. That's pretty cool. But yeah, number 25 here. The number is on the roof correctly. That's good. But yeah, just gonna kind of give you guys a walk around. I really don't know much about Ken Schrader, if I'm being honest. And this car is so foreign to me. Like, I honestly don't think I've ever seen this car before. All the details are on here, though. Not a single pickle out of place, it seems. So yeah, there you go. That is Ken Schrader's Camaro ZL1 used under license. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. That is that's that car. This video is going to be pretty lackluster on commentary, if I'm being honest, because like I said, I'm not an expert on NASCAR. I just like the diecast. Oh, look at that. What is that? There's like a little paint splatter right there on next to Goodyear. That's one of the things about Lionel, is that you'll notice these things come fresh out of the package and they look dirty. It is wild. But yeah. There you go. That is number 25 right there, the Ken Schrader. Like I said, I really don't know much about Ken Schrader, so I don't really have much to say about that one. Same deal with this one too. This is next up we have number 25, Tim Richmond. I think just by looking at this, I'm 99% sure this is the Slim Jim car. Like, I'm pretty sure this is the Slim Jim car. I could be wrong, but it does give off the vibe of the Slim Jim car. Editor, please tell me it's the Slim Jim car so I don't look like a moron. And I'll have no idea till I see this video when it goes up on YouTube. But anyway, here we go. Tim Richmond's number 25. Let's open her up. I'm thinking it's Slim Jim. Like I said, I have no idea, but judging by the color scheme there, it really does. Either that or Mr. Pibb, but I don't ever think there was a Mr. Pibb car. It'd be pretty dope if there was a Mr. Pibb car, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, here we go. Tim Richmond. Don't know much about this guy either. The number is on the roof correctly. We got good news there. Same thing, ZL1 Camaro right here. It is a pretty basic car. Like, this one's pretty simple. But I'll show you guys all the details there so that way you can see them. And so that way you can know everything there is to know about this car. Here's the bottom. Not a lot to see there. Made in China. This looks like... The bottom of this car looks so unprofessional by Lionel. It literally looks like a cheap dollar store chassis for a diecast car. Like, they literally don't put any effort into this stuff. But yeah, there you go. Number 25, Tim Richmond. Like I said, don't know much about this one. And again, it could be Slim Jim, could be Mr. Pibb. I have no idea what sponsor was on that one, but you guys do. And chances are I'm either right or I'm wrong. We'll see in the editing. All right, now for one that I do know. I am excited about this one. Oh boy. Everybody get excited. Here we go. Next up is number 24, the Rainbow Warrior himself, Jeff Gordon. What a iconic car. This thing is an absolute masterpiece on wheels. One of the most recognizable cars in NASCAR history. God, this thing is beautiful. Let's get her out of the package. All right, here we go. Package. Wish there was blue. There should be a lot more blue on that package if it was, Jeff Gordon's paint scheme, but yeah. All right, here we go. Rainbow Warrior. Everybody knows this car is sponsored by DuPont. Like, you can't even call yourself a NASCAR expert if you don't know that. Like, this thing is so iconic. Number 24, by the way. I don't claim to be a NASCAR expert, by the way. Just saying that because, as you can clearly tell, I don't know my Tim Richmonds from my Kenny Schraders. But anyways, yeah, this is it. This is the Rainbow Warrior car right here. All of the decals seem to be on here correctly, so that's good. I was going to say this one would be super disappointing because I really love this car. I think it is probably one of my favorite NASCARs in history. Super duper fun there. But yeah, that is the Jeff Gordon right there. Super duper great. Shout out to my grandma. She absolutely hates Jeff Gordon, so I'm sure she's loving this car right now. But yeah, there we go. That is that is the Jeff Gordon Rainbow Warrior. Really cool one right there. All right, let's move on to somebody who is awesome. When I think NASCAR drivers, and you want to say awesome, there's a couple of people that come to mind. Obviously, Dale Sr. I think of somebody along the lines of good old, what's his name that drove the Pontiac with the M&Ms on it? God, why can't I remember his name? It was, oh my God, it's spacing me so bad right now. What was his name? It was Cale Yarborough? No, that's not right. Who was the guy that drove I have a plaque on my wall with his name on it. Where is it? Ernie Irvan, that's who it was. Dang it. Yeah, I think of those guys. Might include Jeff Gordon in that list. I don't know. If you're feeling fun, you might include Jeff Gordon in the greatest of all times list. But there's one guy that I think of. When I think of the greatest of all times when it comes to NASCAR, this name always pops up because he is one of the coolest NASCAR drivers ever. And what car did he drive? Well, of course, his iconic number 17 Tide car. It is Darrell Waltrip, an amazing, absolute legend of the NASCAR world. And his Tide car, along with his brother Michael, made for one of some of the best legacies in the entire world of that sport. Specifically his brother Michael. Anyway, let's open this. Alrighty, here we go. Darrell Waltrip right there. I'm excited for this one. I love this car. It's so cool. Alright, here we go. I need to get the monster truck diecast of this car too. I would love to get that. But anyway, here it is. The Darrell Waltrip number 17 Tide car. Super duper cool. The color scheme is so iconic. The car itself, super iconic. It is just one of the most recognizable cars of all time. Absolutely beautiful, and I love it. Again, I wish there was more to talk about with these cars, if they had the sponsors on them and stuff, but there really isn't just because of how simple they are. But yeah, Darrell Waltrip, absolute legend in the world of NASCAR, and his car is just as iconic as he is. But yeah, there you go, everybody. That is the number 17 Darrell Waltrip right there. Get that on camera for you guys so you can see all the detail there. Oh, yeah. All right. Now we're getting into a really interesting world here because the numbering has been really fun. We've had 88, 48, 22 different 25s, 24, and 17. These next three cars are all number 5. I'm not even kidding. It must have been a Hendrick Motorsports thing that they just kept passing down the number 5. But yeah. We'll get to and I'm pretty sure 2 of these are both Kellogg's cars as well. I'm 99% sure. I don't know. Here we go. First one we're going to get to in this list is number 5, Mark Martin. And I'm 99% sure, like I said, this is the Kellogg's one that had Tony the Tiger on the hood. I know there was a car, number 5, that had Tony the Tiger on the hood. I think this was one of them. I think there were 2, actually. One had tiger stripes on it. But yeah, this is one of the Kellogg's cars, I'm pretty sure. I might actually be wrong. I don't know. But anyway, let's get this one open. The card on this one was absolutely destroyed. I tried my best there with that, but... Alright. Plastic, going to the recycling plant. Here we go. This is Mark Martin. I gotta say, they got the number right, but there's a bunch... Look at this. This is fresh out of the packaging, and look how much paint chipping is on this. Good lord. Like I said, Lionel equals garbage, but yet I keep buying their products like a moron. It's like that comedian that talks about nobody can boycott properly. Oh my god, Disney sucks. I want to watch their new movie. Anyway, number 5 here, got the really iconic swooshing paint scheme, the Nike logo kind of design almost. I don't know what I'm talking about. Number 5 there on that side. Pretty cool stuff. It's just, like I said, the cars speak for themselves. If you know what you know about NASCAR, these cars speak for themselves. I don't have to do the talking. You can just look at it and see it for what it is. But yeah, there you go. That is Mark Martin's number 5 Kellogg's car. I think that's a Kellogg's car. The next one I know for a fact is a Kellogg's car because I literally have a 1/24 scale version of it sitting right next to my face. So I'm pretty sure it's the same driver and everything. It's this one, right? Wow, that was an accident. This is the number 75 Remington car. I need to quit dumping stuff over. In that case, I'm probably not going to grab the one underneath it just because I keep throwing stuff everywhere. But yeah, I got 124 scale versions of the 75 Remington and the number 5 Terry Labonte Kellogg's car, which is the next one we're looking at. Check that out. This one's pretty fun. I like this. This is an iconic car. It's got the rooster on the hood. Alice in Chains fans go wild. Yeah, here come the rooster. Oh yeah. You know he ain't gonna die. All right, here we go. Here it is. The number 5 is facing the correct direction. That's good. Ooh, there's glitter in the green. Do you see that? That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I like it a lot. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. The last car that we looked at did have the black light effect that I was talking about. Man, I wish I should have turned off my LEDs. But yeah, you can kind of see it. If we go way back here, you can really see it. But yeah, there you go. You can see the glowing. This one, the orange kind of does it on this one. Ooh, I am running out of battery on my phone. I need to speed up a little bit here. All right, we're going to get through this next one fast. I got to turn the light back on. Here we go. Number 5, Terry Labonte, right here. I got one of my favorite cars. One of my cars that I actually grew up with and owned was a Bobby Labonte number 43 Kellogg's car. So this is a pretty fun one to have in general. But yeah, this is it for that one. Like, this is literally all we got. Like I said, I need to speed it up a little bit. My phone's dying. So yeah, here we go. That's that one. We got 2 more to go. Next up is none other than the other number 5 we got here, Mr. Jeffrey Bodine. I think, if I remember correctly, this paint scheme was for an insurance car, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, let's do this one next, and then we'll hurry up and do the last one. All right, here we go. Going quick, Jeff Bodine. There we go. Let's get her out of the package and get her reviewed. Here we go. Zoom in. The number is facing the correct direction on the roof. Star on the side. All looking good here. I love the design of this. It looks pretty solid. We got the red and white details there. Goodyear on both sides. Honestly, this one might be the most perfect out of the cars we've seen so far. Like, this one's got the most spot on detail. Doesn't appear to have any paint chips. Excuse me, I did not mean to do that. But yeah, that's it. That's the Jeff Bodine one. Nice and quick here. We got one more to go before we call it quits here. So let's do it real quick. Get it nice and done and out of the way. This one is the bonus car. As I said, it is the number 40 Hendrick Motorsports car. One final car, car number 10, to represent the entirety of Hendrick Motorsports. We got this car right here. It is a bit liquid chrome. It's not a chase piece, though. This is just a standard car. But anyway, yeah, that's the full set on the back, by the way. You can scan that. I don't know what that does, but you can scan that if you want. But yeah, there you go. That is the full set right there. One final car. It is the Hendrick Motorsports car. Let's open her up. Alrighty, there it is. There's the package for Hendrick Motorsports. Get the car out. This one's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty sweet. Here it is, the Hendrick Motorsports car right here. Liquid chrome, as I said, looks really solid. You got the Chevy logo up top because they all use ZL1 Camaros. 40, love the detail on the side. There doesn't seem to be a single problem wrong with this car. It is pretty much as good as they're gonna come. But yeah, that is the 40th anniversary Hendrick Motorsports car right there. Happy 40th anniversary to Hendrick Motorsports as well, because that was this year. In 2024 was the 40th anniversary. So it is pretty cool to see 40 years of Carl Hendrick's legacy. I think it's Carl Hendrick, right? To see his legacy here. Pretty cool stuff. And yeah, I am upset that I did not get the NASCAR 75th anniversary set. I will be trying to hunt that down as well to try and get that set because it was a cool set. I do need to get that set, but I do have the Richard Petty set as well with the hauler for that set. So I will be able to make that video eventually, and you guys will see that on here. Like I said, if I ever do find the hauler for this set, I will make a YouTube short for it and then put it up and link it to this video, so that way anybody watching this video in the future will be able to watch that short as well, where I review the hauler. Again, iCard will go up right now for that, not in the previous time. I lied. It'll go up now if I ever do get around to making that short. But yeah, there you go. That is the 40th anniversary Hendrick Motorsports collection by NASCAR Authentics. Holy crap, the video is done and over with. This was a long video, 25 minutes though, to get through all of these. Good stuff though. I do like all of these. I think they're pretty cool, and we'll see how many of the sponsors I ended up getting right at the end of the video. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next diecast unboxing video. Thank you and good night.